Hey y'all, it's Ray. It is the 11th and I finally have sunglasses. That is freaking amazing. I finally got them back after they had broke, I guess, if that makes sense. I broke them, y'all. But I got them back now, which is good. And this is my apartment and it is a dreary, rainy day. I do need to clean up this table, but I literally cannot be asked. It is hard to adult myself. Anyway, y'all, I've been up since the 10th of December, which means I've been awake since 1900, which is 7 p.m. And currently it is 4 minutes to 1400, so that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 10 hours. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That means I've been awake for 19 straight hours, which doesn't make sense. But I guess it makes sense because in 5 more hours will mean another 1900. Y'all, I am tired. I finally finished editing Cooking with Ray number 4. I have a lot of other stuff to deal with, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the intro for this and then add it to the video and then render the video. I have like 2 other videos to do, but I think I'm just gonna do one at a time and upload this one and get that done. Now, the last couple of days I've kind of like stayed off of social media for a bit. I got into something with somebody where someone was being super duper transphobic towards me and basically telling me this. And they were basically telling me that it's not in for me to be a woman. I wasn't meant to be a woman, so I should stop pretending to be a woman and I should basically start dressing as a man. Now, I've been in transition since I was like 12, so that means like 18 years. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and pretend to be somebody I'm not, which means pretending to be a man. I'm not a man. I couldn't be a man. I couldn't put myself in that mindset to be and pretend to be a man, so I'm not gonna pretend to be a male. With that said, I don't want to make a video like that, but I'm not like mentally well right now in the head. I've talked to many people about it and that's kind of prevented me from doing other things that I would regret. And I am starting to feel a little bit better, but I'm gonna take some time to myself and I'm not gonna like upload for a little bit. I'll try to get like all my ducks in a row, edit everything, and then I'll slowly upload as I go. But I might take off the next week. We'll see. Anyway, y'all, thanks for commenting, liking, and sharing the video. I love y'all so much. Y'all are freaking fantastic people, and y'all are great. I will see y'all soon, hopefully. By the way, this is a Star Wars shirt, if you're wondering. It says, give yourself to the dark side. Wait. Give yourself to the dark side. I thought this said something about cookies. Is that all it really says? It just says give yourself to the dark side? That's a lame freaking shirt. I thought it said something about cookies, but I guess not. I don't know. I'm dyslexic and I can't freaking read correctly. You want to learn how to make this scuffed up egg and cheese omelet with some sauce on top. It's like, I guess, stay tuned and watch. I'll take a nibble and then you tell me what you think of it. I think this time I'm going to take a little bit more because it doesn't seem like people are getting the memo for this. And there's like a lot actually at the base. Alright, so we basically sheared it quite a lot. This is our total loot, but it's fine. We're going to use most of this within the next, probably the next few days. There's a lot of meals I have in tow for what I want to use this stuff with. And I think it's going to be interesting. And we should get some back, you know, within the next, I guess, few days. It should grow back some bit. If not, then we harvested too much. But if no one's gonna harvest, you know, any of this parsley, you know, I guess I get full claim to it. Now it kind of makes me sad that that we cannibalized this much stuff, like this much stuff from it. But I'm gonna put this into cooking, so it's gonna be definitely worth it. Well, Para, you're a little bit thinner now than you used to be this morning. So, but I'll put your clippings to good use. Thank you for everything you give me. Thank you, God. So I was nearly 31 years old today when I found out that these little top lids on these Rubbermaids actually snap into place for like shelving, so you can put another one under it. I feel dumb. Anyway, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull out some stalks. We'll wash them and let them dry or rinse or whatever. While we're doing that, we'll cut up some onions and some mushrooms. I don't know the amount yet, but I guess I'll figure it out when I get to that point. And some garlic cloves. I do recommend a spoon for the pimento cheese dip that you can pull out. I don't know if this is gonna melt, but it's an experiment and I'm willing to try anything at this point. Second thing you'll need is a longer knife and then a shorter knife. My favorites. Last but not least, 3 eggs and a cutting board. Forgot to mention this would be beneficial if you have a colander or a sift to put it in. We're just gonna use 3 of these stalks and we'll just wash them off lightly and let them drain while we're doing all of our things, again, as I said. I'm just gonna use these, like, I guess technically 3.5 garlic cloves because some of them are kind of small, but also because I literally can't be asked to take like 1 clove back to the house. So right, we'll go ahead and start. Oh my god, dude, my hands are like a little bit loosey-goosey today. Try not to cut your fingers, by the way. I'm like starving, so things aren't working the way that they probably should have. Oh, this is probably an easier angle too. I mean, it's not like the perfect angle. Like it doesn't like literally go down. I don't know if anyone's seen Jerry Riggs everything or Jerry Riggs all, but the camera is like completely over. I don't have like an apparatus for that. So this will have to do. I'm going to continue mincing this and then we'll go ahead and work on dicing up the onions as usual. Okay, so I didn't really want to use a whole lot of onion, but we are going to use the small blade. We're going to cut it kind of like on the lines at the spines, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't make sense, but that's okay. If you start cooking, you'll know what you're talking about. What I'm talking about is these, you see the little ribs? You can kind of see it, but then you can't see it on the other side. Vaguely at different angles, you probably notice it. So we're kind of just like trying our best to follow through, despite being starving right now. I don't know why I decided to record a video while being starving. This is probably like the worst scenario I possibly can. So if I start getting the worst shakes and I start cutting off my finger, at least you'll know why. This would be good content. It's terrible content. What am I even saying, dude? For this one, I kind of didn't really follow the rib, but it's pretty much the same. I would like to get like a smaller tripod that I can just put on the counter here and have it like shine this way, because being left-handed, like sometimes y'all can't see what I'm doing, which is like most of the time. I still can use my right hand for like certain, I guess, like maneuvers kind of, but sometimes it's really difficult. I tried riding with my right hand the other day and it just kind of like clamped up, so like it wasn't the best of feeling. I'm getting that way with my left hand too. It's like my body's like slowly shutting down. But this is as much onion as we want. We'll put this in the bowl. I don't know. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is mushrooms. Again, never wash your mushrooms before you cook it, because it'll just, yeah. Probably gonna use, I guess 3 will do. It's not like I need a whole lot anyway. And then we'll just be sure to cover up your mushrooms, otherwise they will, is it oxidized faster? No, it's not. Rot? We're also gonna cut these like relatively thick, but I do want to cut them in halves. So basically 4 slices of mushroom, because I want them thick, because they're gonna be put on the burner and they're going to shrink. Once that water, the excess water leaves their bodies, they'll get pretty small. I don't know if you heard what Mom said, so she basically said that some people add the sauce if they're gonna sauce their
butter or wine.
I was explaining it. I don't even know if they can hear you. Wait for the moisture to leave before adding your sauce in, otherwise it's just going to absorb it or it's gonna mess up. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and add this to the burner. Let it cut down. While we're doing that, we'll go ahead and start cutting up the parsley. It's still a little bit damp, but it's fine. It'll be perfect. Just don't shower it. This is fine. I'm an organic farmer, but Lord knows I don't trust what critters touch my shit at night. So I literally can't be asked. And we're gonna mince this kind of like chives as well. All right, we'll go ahead and set that onto high. It should be fine. Don't worry about that. And I already pre-mixed the scrambled egg, 3 eggs with 3 pinches of salt and 3 pinches of pepper. Okay, I couldn't find anything in terms of spice except cayenne pepper, so this is what we'll use. I'll put like 3 pinches as well in the, I guess, the omelet. I don't even think I'm putting in 3 pinches, but this should be fine. I know this is a lot, but you know, Ray really likes spicy foods, if you didn't figure this out by now. We'll go ahead and mix that in. It's okay if it clumps up and whatnot, it'll eventually come on out. Cayenne pepper, you can never get enough cayenne pepper. If you think you can never...
Oh yeah, you can.
Don't listen to my mom, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Okay, so while I was doing all that, everything kind of started burning a little bit over here. It's smelling really good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn down the temperature a little bit while I'm doing surgery on some vegetables. It's kind of good that it's got a little bit of a char. I mean, it's unintentional, but it'll just add on taste to it. So we'll just go ahead and put this on low. We'll get to start on our parsley. I'm gonna use the big knife for this because this one's sharper, even though I might slice off my fingers. It's okay to use the stems. If you don't use the stems, then you're a peasant. Or you just don't know better. This is where all the flavor is. It's in the stems. Stems are what you want. The leaves is one thing, but the stems has all that glucose. I think it has glucose. Zach would know better. He's the freaking medical science nerd of the family. The biology degree background, masters. And then we'll go ahead and just mince it. This is going to be really hard. I'm going to try and use this so y'all can see what I can do. I need like a sharper blade, to be honest. But
Did you use you need a stone? You need to use a stone.
You know, I need a whetstone. I need a lot of things. Maybe add a whetstone to my Christmas list this year. That's what I need. You know you're oldish when all you want for Christmas is like clothing or like appliances or cutting utensils. That's how you know you've become an adult. Of course, I've been an adult for a really long time, but I kind of just do my own thing. My right hand is like locking up right now. Like it hurts. But this is as minced as I want to get it. I don't want to mince it any more further, but I'm sure I might be able to get some more out of it. I think this is as good as I'm going to get it. God, my right hand hurts. All right. There you go. Let me add this to the dish. A little cook down. We'll dry up the moisture. The mushrooms will eat the moisture. They'll love it. They'll get a little bit bigger. Should be fine. Go ahead and add it this way. All right, we'll try and incorporate this in. I'll put the knife down, incorporate this in, and then we'll probably start adding in the eggs. Okay, looks like it's about incorporated in. We'll go ahead and add this to here. We'll add the eggs in. It'll be easy peasy. Hopefully it's an easy transition. If not, then I'm boned and my mom's gonna yell at me.
Why?
Because I'm gonna get your countertop dirty. I literally just record half of the recording at a weird angle. Should be fine. I'll fix it later in the edit. So I don't know if you can hear me. Mom is getting prep done. So if you hear any mechanical devices, just think of it as cooking ASMR. But I'm gonna go ahead and add in the egg right here. And we'll go ahead and mix this one more time. Trying to do it slowly so I don't separate the... Oh wow, some of it's actually cooking. I think it was because the heat radiating from... Ooh. It looks kind of like yellow pea, but or orange pea or red pea of some sort, but it should be fine. I've made worse. We'll determine whether or not this will come out. I'll let it cook on low for a little bit and let it leave like this. I'm gonna start cleaning up my cooking area, because if you cook and clean at the same time, things are a lot easier for your life and your mom doesn't want to murder you. I would show you her expression, but I don't want people to call 911 if go missing. But she's giving me the most ultimate looks. Okay, I took a little bit too long while trying to clean up, so the omelet's gonna be a little bit dry, but this is the hard part, is trying to flip it. Now, I've never been successful at flipping omelets, but it's gonna be...
Don't flip it, just put your stuff in the middle and then fold it.
Yeah, but won't I just get sick from eating the egg yolk on top?
No, it's cooked.
All right, well, Mom says that it's cooked, so I guess I'll just...
Put it in the center and then try fold it over.
If you say so.
Yeah, fold it over like
Hang on a
that.
second, hang on. I gotta add cheese. Oh my God. She says it's clean, it's cooked. I don't know. We'll take her word for it, I guess.
Like even on a sunny side up, you just wait for those whites to cook.
I'm not sure how to spread this. I probably could have spread this already.
That's gonna be a lot. I think you
Yeah,
stuffed it.
It's gonna be fine.
It's nice. Overstuffed.
Why do I not make an overstuffed omelet? This is an overstuffed omelet though. And it's an overcooked omelet at that, but should be fine. Yeah, that's an overstuffed omelet. Okay, well, this is not my perfect omelet. This I suck at completely, but I will let it like cook a little bit. I want it to soften up a little bit. It might...
And just turn it off and put a cover on it.
On what?
That's it. Turn it off and put a cover on it.
You don't have one.
In the second drawer down. That's what I do. Just let it
For how long?
until you're ready.
I guess like 5. I guess I'll give it like 2 minutes and see what happens.
2 minutes. Counting down.
Okay. This watch is really useful. I just don't like that it kind of like stops recording when I'm trying to do it. I think it looks pretty cool. Now there is something else we're gonna do with this omelet. I'm gonna go get some ketchup and some mayo and some curry powder. I'm gonna mix it together. And my mom is making disgusting noises. Hellman's vegan mayo is like way better than any dairy mayo ever. I guarantee it. Try this stuff. This is good. It doesn't clump up or get watery like your traditional non-vegan mayo. It's a lot more healthier for you. What we want is we want a spoonful and mix that in. And of course, just standard organic tomato ketchup. And then we'll try to incorporate it. And that is the phone ringing. Normally I would use sriracha, but I didn't bring sriracha today, and I'm already eating enough sriracha as is. And I kind of wanted to try this with curry with ketchup, and I have a craving for ketchup right now. 2-minute timer came off. This is a lot softer, so Mom was correct. I will go ahead and put this in a plate real quick. Go ahead and put this right on. Dude, moms know everything, dude. They're freaking amazing. Oh my God. Be sure to thank her later, because that really did soften this up, because it was a little bit dry and now it's soft. Should be done. Should be beautiful. It's not the most beautiful looking omelet, but we'll go ahead and put it over on the table. Okay, Mom has a ton of like seasonings in here, but I don't see curry powder. Let me go upstairs to the loft, and then I'll put curry powder in there. Okay, it took me a hot minute to find some curry powder, but here is some curry powder. Now we'll go ahead and mix in some of this. Don't be shy, use this liberally. You will thank me later. Now I prefer red curry powder over yellow or brown curry powder like this, but it'll be fine. So we'll just go ahead and incorporate this into our little thing. Mom, would you like a bite? No, I don't want to get this. You what? I gotta get this guest. Ooh, it's so good. It's so good. Then we'll go ahead and put this on top. Oh, that is so good. We'll cut right down the middle. Look at that. That looks so freaking tasty, dude. Take a bite. Oh. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Mmm. Oh, this is so good. This is tasty. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this recipe. Go ahead and watch it. It's really yummy. 10 out of 10.